Ndị be anyị ekene m unu. Asị m ka echiri ya zelu. Once again, a good morning, good afternoon, good night. Depends your time and your location. You are joining us today at Eastern News 24, where we give to you the latest happening in Biafra land. Alright, dịka o si aga, yes, anyị agbapụ na ya ọsọ n'ihi na ya wee n'ụbọchị nketa elika. Ya bụ audio clip ị na-eji n'ugbu a bụ our onye ndu lead counsel San Mike Ozekhome. Gee ntị ọfụma ka ị n'ife o nwere ike ịgwa anyị. Ife a bụ recent interview emere ya concerning the outcome of the court ekpere na Supreme Court, and also the hope for Mazi Nnamdi being released on 11th of May. So it's very important that Biafra should know the update. Yes, Biafra should know the update of what is going on. All right, over to you, sir.
How do you end a contract? A contract can be ended in 4 ways. 1, by performance. If Abaribe, for example, Senator Enyaya Abaribe had brought Kanu to court. 2, a contract can be performed by agreement by all the parties that, look, let us discharge this contract, let us no longer go on with it. 3, a contract can be performed through breach. That is, you have breached it, because of that you have not performed, or you have performed it through a breach, in which case the person who has suffered will get damages. And finally, and this is more crucial to our discussion this night, a contract can be frustrated, can be performed through frustration. In other words, due to no fault of either the parties or the court in this case, that contract of you taking Nnamdi Kanu on bail and bringing him back for trial has been frustrated. What do I mean by this? Kanu was granted bail in August this year. He had been in detention since 2015 over charges of terrorism and treasonable felony. The court was later to strike out about 6 of the charges bordering on terrorism, but retained those bordering on treasonable felony, which was why the judge advisedly said she would not overrule herself on the application by Kanu'S lawyer to discharge her earlier order that the security agents who will testify will do so behind closed curtains. She said, I will not rescind that decision because I still believe that treasonable charges are themselves serious enough in law. Now, there are 2 applicable doctrines here to guide the listening and the watching public that will help us navigate the legal terrain that appears to be crocodile infested. It's not that difficult. The first principle is what we call res ipsa loquitur. It means the thing, the act, speaks for itself. The second principle is the doctrine of last sin. Last sin. Let us now take these 2 principles by themselves. First, res ipsa loquitur. The thing speaks for itself. It is common knowledge in this country, Okimbaloye, is it not, that on the 11th of September 2017, the army, the military, through the army, one of its wings, invaded the house of Nnamdi Kanu at Ohuhu in Umuahia, Abia State. We saw when the military operation was going on, everything was televised, it was live. And we saw when they penetrated the house. We saw that was the last time Nigerians saw Nnamdi Kanu in his house. That's what we call the doctrine of last sin. After that, we have not seen Kanu. And his parents or his father also was said not to have been seen. And his family members were now saying, look, we have not seen our son. So going by the doctrine of last sin and the doctrine of res ipsa loquitur, it means that the last time Nigerians saw Nnamdi Kanu was when he was in his home in Umuahia and the military invaded that home and he has not been seen since then. The question then comes, can you tell Senator Abaribe to produce a person that he cannot lay hands on? God forbid. Let us assume Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and is in kidnappers' den. Can you call Abaribe and say you must produce Nnamdi Kanu, even though we are aware he's in the kidnappers' den? That is where Section 177 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act comes into play. This section says a surety can go back to court and apply and say, hello, sir, discharge me from my suretyship obligation. I can no longer carry this load. It is too heavy on me. I can no longer see the person that I stood surety for. Because that person, after the invasion of his home, I have not seen him. I cannot lay my hands on him. Abaribe in law will be entitled to ask the court for such prayers.
All right, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, where do you see this case going now? This case is just starting. The prayer of the senator, relieve me of this burden of
The Baidalo Nene Kunise Soela in Naifa na Eastern 24. All right, what do you have to say concerning our lead counsel, Mike Ozekhome, the son, Mike Ozekhome, Odogu? Okay, if you like equal Nifen Kogwara, go, but leave us with your own comment on the comment section below. Once again, don't forget to share and don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you stay tuned at Eastern News 24. More news update is coming. Ngwadalo Ndebai, Kemesiano.